I've got things to tell you, but before we get started, I want to make a little note. I'm trying to film this in 1080. I haven't tried this with my webcam since before I reset Windows, and I'm thinking maybe that's made a difference. So hopefully we'll get good quality and not just a bunch of flickering footage. So I got to thinking, right? I got to thinking about how we got twin Agumons, yeah? And I was like, you know, this could get boring. Where do I want to take this series in the long run? What do I want to do with my children here? What horrible experiments do I want to try upon them? I guess it really does boil down to, I think we're gonna have to take different care of them. And you gotta understand, I'm sympathetic, empathetic with rocks. Okay, these are close to living things, at least close enough for me. And the thought of actually giving one good care while ignoring the others knowingly makes me sick. Well, back when I had Tamagotchis, back when I had anything, I would give them perfect care, and even if I looked at, for instance, when I ran the Angel Gotchi a while back, on this very channel, I couldn't bring myself to get the Sabotenchi, what, you know, the cactus Tamagotchi, even though that's clearly the best Angel Gotchi. That's the best one. But I couldn't do it because it requires you giving them less than perfect care. But I thought maybe the win percentage has something to do with it? So I said, hey, let's go ahead and pit them up against each other, you know? See, remember the little chokeout symbol? We'll pit them against each other, we'll do tag battles, and then just whichever one wins the most, maybe we'll digivolve into something good, because I don't know if, like, battle win percentage affects, you know, Digivolution. We don't know. There's not, like, 100% information on this device yet. So I pitted them against each other, and guess what happened? Guess what happened? Like 6 times in a row. They drew. Did you know you could draw? Because I didn't. They drew over and over again, and every time they did, first Agumon would yell, then Piyomon would yell, and then they'd both yell at each other, and there's this, like, interesting animation that you don't see otherwise. I'd show it to you, but I accidentally... I accidentally used all their stamina. See? Well, at least I used all of the brown Agumon stamina, because I was like, okay, they're both at 50% win rate. Because guess what draws count as when it comes to win percentage? Losses. So I got them at 50%, got them at 41%. I want to keep the brown Agumon above 50% and keep this one below 50%. And, you know, just kind of see if that affects it, because I don't know if I could bring myself to do anything more to it. I don't know if I could bring myself to do, like, you know, actual anything less than full hearts of happiness and stuff. I know definitely for sure Doryoku affects it. Again, that's their effort. I know for sure that affects what they turn into, but it's hard not to do that again because, you know, as long as you're taking care of them, you know? I also know for certain that callouts whenever your Digimon is at, like, you know, 0 hearts and it's like, hey! Hey! Pay attention! And you ignore it for more than 20 minutes, that counts as a mark on your record, and, I just don't know if I could do that. Like, I would need a buddy. I would need an accountability buddy. Can anyone here be my Digimon accountability buddy? Gatomon, can you be my Digimon accountability buddy? Can you just take Gray Agumon and just lock them in a box so I can't take care of them for a little while? No? No, that's fine. I guess that'd make you a race trader. That's fine. No, I respect that. Oh, someone in the comments. What was it? Okay, on second thought, I'm not gonna actually, like, give him a shout out because there's actually a lot of argument going in the comments. I mean, civil, very civil. You're all doing amazingly. I couldn't ask for better viewers, but people are actually a little conflicting about what it is, you know, the requirements as far as connecting your Digimon to X number of Digivices to get the secret eggs go. Some say that you need to connect to 5 different devices. Some say you need to connect to only 2. Some say you need to connect to 5 of them, but they can just be the same Digivice as long as you reset it and put in a different username. So, it's hard to tell. I guess I'd like to be able to, like, try to connect these to all these different Digivices. I did try this with the D-3 yesterday, but remember, or was it the first day? I think it was the first day. But the thing is, I realized I was kind of doing the battle setup wrong. When you go in down here and you set up, you know, to go strangle someone... Oh, I just can't because they're exhausted. Oh, right. Okay, Blue Agumon, come over here. I need you for something. When you go into the choke guy and you go to battle and you go to 20th and, you know, in tag and then you set them up and then you fight them, you know, when you press the button to do okay, if you press both buttons at the same time, it tends to say retry, but if you press just one, it seems to work. So, I don't know. Okay, so let's do Sonota. Okay, Gatomon. Try not to go too hard on my buddies, okay? They're kind of fragile. Okay, versus... Oh dear. Oh. Just trying to be scientific about this, okay? The battle systems are too different on here for me to think these will work, but if we press buttons on one... What? What? Holy crap, it works! The D3 does work! You know what this means? I've got 2 D3s, 1 D2, I've got Neo Pendulums in the box down in my drawer, I got this one. We might have enough even if the requirements are 5. Agumon wins! So it works! It works! We totally have the capabilities to get a secret egg, I think. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th in the drawer. I might have to actually boot up the pendulum. In fact, okay, well, okay, fine. I won't pull them out right now. But in fact, the ICs also have auxiliary connections on the bottom to connect them to older Digivices. I'm wondering if it works. That is so amazing. The year 2000 and 2017. You just beat the crap out of an elder. You just beat up an old person. I'm sorry, Gatomon. Sorry, you're supposed to just be a stagehand. Sorry. Go check the lights. Oh my god. We gotta try that. We gotta try this with more stuff. We gotta test out all the things that it works with. Oh man, we only got 2 more things for fighting. Also, we're gonna jack up our stats. What? So does that count toward our single win percentage? Yeah, because before it was at like 70 something. Dang! Okay. So how about tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, bright and early, we're gonna get all of the devices together and we're gonna test out which devices work with this thing. I'm gonna straight up like Google SEO, I'm gonna call it that. Like what all devices work with version 20th. And we're gonna figure that out, because if the D3 works with it and its battle system is vastly different, there's a good chance that it could work with a lot of these other things. We're gonna test it out tomorrow for sure though. So Endgamer S was like, draw Duck Biomon, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna draw them standing on top of this what was a window and now is a V-Pet. Now it's just a straight up V-Pet. I guess it wouldn't make sense if it were a window. So I guess if it's a duck, it's just that its butt goes so far back. It's like Biomon, but it's like a butt Biomon. This thing here, and this goes like that. Wait, is that how it went? How many spikes does she have in her head? 3? I think I'm at, okay, I'm out of room now. It's just 2 now. Okay, and then if we're drawing a duck, it's just gonna be like, see, the butt goes out like forever. The butt was like, whoof. My god, the butt. Give her some goofy legs, some goofy big old duck feet. If any birds are around, maybe tuck your kids in. This is rated B for bird booty. Thanks for checking the lights, Gatomon. That's all for today. Again, tomorrow, I'm really excited to see which all of these connect. I'm gonna have to go dig out like every battery I have. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one! Seriously, okay? You look kind of rough. That fight was like pretty one-sided. It's just that you've got so much experience in it. You got your butt kicked by a kid. Oof.